for those of you who aren't know me. Like kind of resurrecting the computer science club here at UMass Boston started last year. We're hitting the ground running this year, so that we can actually, you know, be doing a lot of stuff. So some planning has gone into this, and yeah. So the rough schedule is, well, the outline for this is schedule, lead code interview preps. Then you got some other stuff going on, and then open discussion. And if you guys want to, you know, discuss ideas on what you want to add, because obviously, if I'm not giving people options on what to do, you just might not want to be involved. Anyway, rough schedule for the semester. So intro meetings, that's today. Lead code, I'm trying to do that every other semester because giving people an incentive to actually, you know, work on their programming skills for interviews, I think it's immensely valuable. And it's kind of a way to do a lighter workload as we kind of get used to the schedule that we're going to be going into for this. Next year, it's probably going to be something more involved and maybe some side sessions, but literally just every Monday, 3 to 4. Show up for the sessions you want. If you don't want to like work on the club website, don't show up for meeting 3. But if you want to work on a project, show up to meeting 5, and I think it's also meeting 9. And we also have guest speakers for around halfway through the semester and towards the end of the semester. So that's something that we're also going to be organizing. Anyway, that's just color coded if you want it. So lead code and interview prep. Rough plan is just cover very basic questions like your FizzBuzz questions to something more complicated like FANG interview questions. And what we're actually going to be using for this is something called binarysearch.com. Really cool website. Somebody at the introduction meeting last year kind of introduced me to this, and then me and Tyler, who doesn't know him, ended up like once or twice. Really great thing. So think like Lead Code meets Google Drive. You guys can all just code at the same time, kind of competitive in the same way. Fun time. So club projects, lots of possibilities, and this is kind of one of the more open-ended sides of things. Think of this as your resume boosters with help from, you know, everybody else around you. And I need to admit that person into here. Okay. Possible projects. For web development, we got the club website, and then possibly redoing the UMass Boston tutoring website because it looks atrocious at the moment. And that's actually something that is managed by the CS department. So for a fintech thing, we can do an auto trader API for that's pretty simple. I think it's use Alpaca or something. I don't remember the API off the top of my head, but super easy to use. For web development, so that in the top left is the current club website. It's actually still under the CS director yet.
I'm kind of curious if there's homework for this course.
Sorry, what?
Is there homework for this course?
No, so this isn't a course. This is just if you want to do some web development stuff.
I'm gonna
bump up your
definitely do
resume.
it.
You totally can. There's my man, Coach Ali. All right.
Hello, this
So
guy
then,
Toss.
These two things right here, this is what the current tutoring website looks like. Horrible. So super easy to redo. Fintech, obviously, just, you know, auto trading, super easy stuff. Got a robot head sitting in the CS department right now. Guest speakers, lowest commitment event. Yeah, this is something that, for those of you who know, Dennis Fuentes is going to be managing. Basically, since we can't technically, with COVID, have anybody from off the campus come on to, it's going to be a combination of outside, people from the outside just zooming in and giving presentations, and hopefully we get like some CS course staff talking about like stuff other than their coursework. So you should get to see a different side of your professors, which is really cool. And also, if anybody in here wants to give a guest talk, let me know, because that's something you can totally do. Competitive coding and hackathons. This man right here.
So it's kind of hard to find any actual hackathons because of COVID. So we were thinking of actually starting our own at the school that we could just like have like, I don't know, because it'd be kind of hard. I think I was wondering if we could do like an overnight one. Those ones are usually cool. That might be out of the picture though, right. But just a 24 sesh, just make something. We'll have like a theme and everything. It'll be kind of cool.
Yeah, it'll be super easy.
Right.
Worst case scenario, we just have like a little internal competition.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, competition among peers. So that's the details. He just listed up. And yeah, so that kind of leads into the open discussion. Really quick presentation, just to give you guys an idea of what this is going to be expected. Not really any actual events you guys want in binary search, but you know, quick thing. Any questions? Thanks, Justin, for the full time. Yeah, super easy. So again, super quick thing, literally less than 5 minutes.
So with the hackathon, or like the hack competition amongst peers, how would that be set up exactly?
So normally, like, obviously, most things will say hackathon, but it's really just build a project in like less than 12 hours with some people you show up to a place with. So we can make like teams of 2 or 3 in over the course of a few hours, whether it be completely online or maybe in a reserved space like this. That's something we could definitely schedule.
Right.
So, super easy stuff there. And there is also some stuff going on, like events. If you're interested in doing that, definitely talk to me, mention in Discord that you're interested in doing that, and we might be able to get like a group together to do that. So, yeah, pretty easy stuff. I know somebody was mentioning setting up, some people were talking about making Discord bots for the server. What's up, Roberto?
Oh yeah, I was actually interested in doing that if anybody else wants to work on that.
Yeah, somebody also has like a web server we can use for stuff, so if you like, want to be cheap and not use Google Cloud Functions, but just want to do it, there is like web hosting space we have access to. And we do actually have a lot of access stuff in the department.
Am I allowed to create my app and then show it on the screen though?
Yeah, you can do that.
I wanna do something creative so that I could, show that I have some, that I'm at least worth it
Yeah,
with some system.
super easy.
What's going on with that robot head? When are we gonna
Robot
see
head?
that?
So, that's this picture. Also, for those of you who showed up last semester, I'm sorry, I basically rehashed the same presentation.
What's that?
Yeah, so this thing, bunch of 3D printed parts with a camera on top. The eyes have motors into the back, and in the back of the head, there's an Arduino chilling there. So, I think that's a project somebody was working on at some point, probably in the electrical engineering department. No idea how I ended up with CS, but my guess is that it's like a tracking thing with like Python OpenCV somehow loaded onto the Arduino, and the eyes tracking where you are. That's my guess. That's something you could, if you just want to boost your resume, like if you just want to shove OpenCV, which is Open Computer Vision with Python, onto your resume, super easy way to do it.
So would we have to go over to engineering in order to be able to work
Well,
on
this is there's like a room in the CS department, that Professor Hayne gave me access to for CS club stuff, and this is in the closet. So, yeah, I mean, if that's something you wanna work on, super easy. And there's also, again, super easy project, if you're like really into like the VR kind of space, and that's like the career you wanna go into, you're interested in, this is, again, super duper easy project. The stack for that is basically just Unity, and then I think it's 3D Slicer, which is just an import in C# to do that with. So basically, what is the picture isn't great, but it would just be, so you get, you would have to source the actual static message probably from like TurboSquid or something, but you'd be able to like fully go through it and like kind of do a scan. So if you want to do medical imaging, right, great project.
This is probably gonna be a stupid question, but can we create stuff in like an open world and then be able to see it through the?
In an Oculus Quest 2 with it, yeah, definitely. No, that's just like you just import static meshes into Unity, or you're even doing it in Unreal, to be honest with you. Yeah, super easy. Alright. So where do you guys all hear about this? Cause I know where you guys heard about it, roughly.
I got an email.
You got an email from Hank?
Same.
Okay. Alright. Because eventually I do, because this is like, I'm kind of ramping it up slowly, because like last semester literally did nothing, just found the advisor, got things rolling. This semester, consistent schedule, next semester, expanding that to what people want to do. And hopefully like making stuff more normalized and so what, and tailoring
You
things.
have the math club at 1 to 2, or do you not go?
But yeah,
The
I
math
mean,
club, I
that's basically it.
couldn't attend that,
Super easy thing.
because